Good morning, everybody. You are currently listening to a Tall Girls podcast hosted by a tall girl named India. I hope that everyone is having a splendid March day. Can you believe that we're already almost halfway through this month? Where has the time gone? My birthday is in just a couple weeks, too. And I don't even know if I said this, but my birthday is in April. I'm an April baby. And I don't know if I'm ready or scared to be turning 20. Maybe a little bit of both. I feel like it's kind of a good thing to feel both emotions because it's like I'm nervous about, oh my gosh, like I have all this pressure on me. I'm 20, gotta get my life together, gotta do this, gotta do that. And I'm also ready, like, okay, I want to see what life has in store for me. Is it good? Is it bad? Like, I'm ready to take on the world. Kind of the I don't want to say adrenaline rush, but that's kind of your mindset when you enter your 20s. But maybe I feel a little bit of both, and this is just honestly exciting. But anyways, today we are back with another episode of Tall Girl Reacts to Tall Girl Problems, where I, a tall girl, react to tall girl problems and see if they're actually relatable for us or if they're just being dragged. Like whoever made this is kind of just dragging it, kind of over exaggerating it, kind of like in Tall Girl 2 and even Tall Girl 1. But we're just gonna find out. And I feel like I explain this in every episode, but just in case you're a new listener, I feel like I have to explain it. And by the way, if you are new here, hi! Subscribe to this podcast on whatever platform you're listening to me on right now. Leave a like, drop a review. Everything's going to be linked below. Follow me on my socials at a Tall Girls Podcast, but not if you're driving, okay? A listener put on her story the other day that she listens to me while she drives to work. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I tell you guys to follow me and DM me, but please don't do that when you're driving. I feel like she's a safe driver though, but let's all stay safe. Please do not be on your phone while you're driving so you can continue listening to all of my episodes. But let's get into this episode. So the first tall girl problem is in the back of your mind, you know you're worrying nobody behind you can see. Okay. So I assume that this is when you're sitting in the front of a class or sitting in the front of a movie theater or standing in the front of the concert, whatever it may be. But I stress sweat. I literally stress sweat. I don't even think it's the point of people being behind you and not being able to see. Well, at least for me. But it's the point of just people being behind me in general. I don't even know if that makes sense, but like my heart starts pumping and my mind just starts racing and starts thinking, did I brush the back of my hair today? Is my shirt inside out? And everybody can just see the tag poking out, but they know that I'm wearing my shirt inside out, but I just don't know and they're silently judging me. Do you get that too? Does that happen to you too? I don't know. It's weird, but I really worry if people sitting behind me can just see things that I don't see. Like, I wonder. But another thing that I wonder is that if they're quiet, like if they're not complaining, like, are they okay? But let me explain that. So usually if people can't see behind me, or probably behind any tall person in general, they'll usually make a comment about it. They'll usually ask, can you please move? I can't see. Or they'll just say, you're blocking my view. Move out the way. Or maybe they'll throw something at you. Something of that nature. But if no one is telling me to move, are you okay? Like, let's say I am sitting in front of somebody in a class and the teacher is just like presenting stuff on the board, blah, 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 the usual. And nobody is like asking me to move, or what they do is that they shuffle around in their chair to make it obvious that they can't see, and they're stretching their necks out to the side, but they do it loud enough so that you can know and move without them asking. But if they just don't do that, if they don't do anything, are you paying attention in class? Of course you aren't, because you're not saying anything. But yeah, I agree that this is kind of a tall girl problem. Not completely, but kind of a tall girl problem. But you just end up thinking like, oh my gosh, is the person behind me silently judging my hairstyle today? So yeah, next one. When in a group of people, you look like the odd one compared to everyone else. I'm assuming this is because of your height, but this is one of those things where you don't think about it until you actually sit down and think about it to yourself. Like, when you're in a group of people, you're just looking down at them. And if you've been doing that for your entire life, you kind of get used to it. It's kind of normal to you. It's kind of an innate habit that you're constantly looking down at people. But have you ever thought about it in the third person? Like, in the point of view from a complete stranger. So like people that are just walking by you in your friend group and they just look at you but don't really say anything. Just one of those bystanders that just walk past you in the middle of the street. Have you ever thought about what goes in their head? Like, you just stand there and you stick out and you just genuinely, well, at least I genuinely wonder about that. I even look at pictures of me and my friend group. That's the best way to tell how you look in the eye of the stranger when you're standing next to your shorter friends. I just look at pictures of me and my friend group, and sometimes I'm like, do I really look like that to other people that are walking by? Because I look like the mom of the group. And not like the mom of the group that, yeah, provides the snacks, provides the drinks, has everything in her little fanny pack or backpack or whatever. Like, I literally look like the mom with her backpack and her 3 little kids. That's how tall I look compared to my friends. And yeah, you'll often look like the odd one out when you're standing with your shorter friends. But hey, stand tall and stand out, right? It's a blessing to be tall. That's what we advocate for here. So yeah, this is definitely a tall girl problem. Next one. When your friend says, I have to look up to you to talk, and you say, get a stool, shrimp. Oh, what? What? Never in my life, never in my 19 years of life, my 19 years of existence, have I heard that type of interaction happen between anyone ever. Not even just between a tall and a short person, like anybody ever. Like, maybe oh, my neck hurts looking up at you, or could you crouch down so I don't have to look up at you? But never I have to look up to you when I'm talking. I don't know. I mean, that's very forward, but I genuinely don't think that anybody would just randomly say, I have to look up to talk to you. Like, it's fairly obvious. Like, I have to look down to talk to you. What do you want me to do about it? It's so weird. But calling them a shrimp and then proceeding to tell them to get a stool. Get a stool, shrimp. What a comeback. What a comeback, honestly. Hashtag tall comebacks. Hashtag tall girl comebacks. That's literally a hashtag on TikTok, by the way, just letting you know. But how can a shrimp stand on a stool? They don't have legs. They can't get up to stand on a stool. Okay, maybe I'm trying to be funny here. Maybe I'm dragging it. But who calls anyone a shrimp anymore? It's 2022. Why? There are so many more names that you could call a person. But a shrimp? I don't know. Who knows when these things were written? They were probably written in the 1900s, and that's why No disrespect to anybody who lived in the 1900s. My parents were born in the 1900s, but I'm just saying, why are you calling somebody a shrimp? It just does not sound correct. But I don't know about this one being an actual tall girl problem. I feel like if it were tweaked a little, like it went a little bit further than just saying I have to look up to you to talk to you, like how I said before, oh, my neck hurts looking up to you. That would have been more relatable. That would have been funnier. So I don't know about this one. This one's it could be better. It could be better. But yeah, this is all I have for today's episode. I really hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. I don't know if you could tell that I enjoyed this, especially the last one. I don't know, the last one was just really weird, but I appreciate you guys listening this far. Thank you so much. Hit me up on my socials at A Tall Girls Podcast on Instagram, Pinterest, and TikTok. Not if you're driving though. Wait till you stop driving. Wait till you pull over. Yeah, you could pull over, go to the links in the description, hit one of them, press that follow button, go back to driving, or you could just do it when you get to your destination. Please do not use your phone and drive. Okay. But let me know what you think of this episode, or if you have any questions about what the heck I said about anything. I am so happy when you guys hit me up on my socials asking for tips or just letting me know that you listened to my episode on your way to work. It really does mean a lot to me. It really makes me happy. So don't be afraid to hit me up. Leave me a review as well, letting me know how tall you are. I genuinely wonder how tall my listeners are. Are you guys taller than me? Are you guys shorter than me? I think it's a combination of both, but mainly you guys are taller than me. I don't know for sure. That's why you should go to the description and hit that link to write me a review and let me know how tall you are, because I'm genuinely curious. And I'll catch you in the next one. Good night and goodbye.